Welcome, Game of Thrones fans. It's me, Mark.
I'm Anna.
And we are here to bring you the season finale of Season 4.
Finally.
Called The Children.
The Children.
The Children.
Hopefully we'll see Bran, Mira,
Yeah.
Jojen, and Hodor. Because, I mean, the children, that sounds...
Goes
Yeah.
wrong with them.
Yeah.
So what do you remember from last episode?
It was a lot like the Battle of Blackwater, but, you know, at the wall. And fighting a large army of wildlings. Instead of Stannis' army. But, they were very outnumbered, but they still won the battle. The wall did. So,
Still badly outnumbered.
Yeah. The beginning was, you know, awesome, because, well, Sam kissed Gilly, and it was like, yes. I could see it from the first time they met. It's just like...
It finally happened.
Yes.
Took 3 seasons.
It took 3 seasons, but they
Because
finally kissed.
that was Season 2, Episode 1, when they went north of the wall and got to Craster's.
Yeah. Took a while. They kissed.
I liked his loopholes.
Uh-huh. It's what I look for. I mean, like my language arts project, we're supposed to be reading an informational book. So, my informational book is, you know, it's technically a textbook, even if it's in Hogwarts. It's informational about about fantastic beasts and where to find them. So, you know, loophole. Well, I mean, it has to be informational and it's a book, so I love loopholes.
Is it supposed to be fiction or non-fiction, though?
She never said anything about
Never
fiction
said
and
anything,
non-fiction.
eh?
She just said it has to be an informational book.
Oh, okay.
So, well, yeah.
Well, hopefully you get away with that.
I already signed up for it.
Okay. Anything else big? John's going north of the wall.
Mm-hmm. So, Jon went above the wall, and he's going to assassinate Mance. Because without Mance, there'd be no army. So, yeah. And, well, before that, during the battle, what was the kid's name again?
Pip. Oh, Ollie.
Ollie.
That's what you're talking about.
I'm like, what's the kid's name? And you say Pip. I'm not looking for Pip. I'm looking for the kid, you know. Kid about my age.
Well, Pip's pretty young, too, for being a Night's Watchman.
I said kid, not young
I know.
adult.
Okay. My bad.
Well, Ollie was like in charge of the whole elevator thing. And Sam said to protect yourself, and so Ollie found this bow. And when Ygritte saw Jon, she went over there because, you know, she was still mad, like any woman would be. And so they kind of like stood and looked at each other for a while, kind of like how I predicted.
And
then Ollie shot an arrow. And now there's no more Ygritte.
Nope. So that was kind of sad.
Yeah.
Although Ygritte did some bad stuff to Ollie's family.
Fair point.
So.
Still doesn't make it any better. I really liked Ygritte, despite all the bad things she did. It's war. I mean, pillaging and plundering kind of goes hand in hand.
So, are you about ready for this episode? I want to do a quick one. This is a longer.
About?
Yeah. Anything
About
else?
ready. ready.
About ready?
I
Yes, no?
am ready.
It has been like 5 days since we shot a video, so
Yeah.
since right before the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
Hopefully the phone don't ring today. It shouldn't. It's later, so.
Mhm.
But I think we are going to get this one going, and
Children.
here comes episode 10.
Finally.
Okay, black this out and we can talk freely without using any of our time.
Mhm.
So, what are you thinking is going to be happening in this episode?
Well, we'll see.
It's a
Tyrion.
finale, so.
We'll probably see Dany. Probably see Tyrion. Judging by the name of the episode, we'll probably see Bran.
That group.
That whole group. I'm hoping we see Arya, and hopefully we'll see her getting into the Vale, the Eyrie, you know, that place, and see Sansa and be like a great family reunion for episode 10. Please, I am begging you. There needs to be more than one Stark in at a place.
At the same time.
Yeah, and they both acknowledge that they are there. Because the whole Bran and Jon thing, only Bran knew Jon was there, both of the times. But I mean, both need to be acknowledged that they are there. Sansa needs to know Arya's there, and Arya needs to know Sansa's there. That is what I qualify as a family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
And it needs to happen. Bravos! Okay. So we got
Marine. How do you think Tyrion's gonna fare? You thought you were gonna find out last episode.
that. No.
That's why I hid the title.
Yeah. So.
We're about there.
Well, as my book clearly stated, the best way to get into some place is, well, by being a hostage.
You're wearing a black cloak again.
You know that.
Negotiate with you. Alf ordered me to join your army and bring back whatever information I could to Castle Black. He made me kill him so you'd trust me. I was loyal. To him and to my Night's Watch vows.
All your vows. She wasn't enough to turn you, eh? Were you enough to turn her?
She put 3 hours in me and I escaped.
Not in his own tent when he's just offered you peace. Is that what the Night's Watch is? Is that what you are?
You're attacking us! No, it's like you said, we don't have the men.
Any idea?
Stannis?
Stand down! I said my people have fled enough. And I meant it.
Good call.
I saw the flags. I mean, at first I thought it was Lannister, but I'm like, no, that can't be the Lannisters. And then I saw the heart with the whole stag and the heart and the, that. And I'm like, wait, is that Stannis?
It is customary to kneel when surrendering to the king.
We do not kneel.
I'll have thousands of your men in chains by nightfall, and nowhere to put them and nothing to feed them. They're not here to slaughter beat dogs. Their fate depends on their king.
All the same, we do not kneel.
Take these men away.
What a man of the Night's Watch doing in a wildling camp?
I was sent to discuss terms with the king beyond the wall.
You're speaking to the one true king, boy. You will address him as your grace.
I know he's the king. My father died for him. My name is Jon Snow, your grace. I'm Ned Stark's son.
Your father was an honourable man.
He was, your grace.
What do you think he'd have done with him?
I was this man's prisoner once. He could have tortured me, he could have killed me. But he spared my life. I think my father would have taken him prisoner. Listen to what he had to say.
Very well, then.
Your grace, if my father had seen the things that I've seen, he'd also tell you to burn the dead before nightfall. All of them.
The process may change. Somewhat.
Will it weaken him?
Oh, no.
Very well
His future. Your role in that future is more vital now than it ever was.
I will stay in King's Landing where I belong with my son, the king.
When you were 9 years old, I was called to the castle. I decided to take your brother with me and not you. You insisted that you would not be left at Castle Rock under any circumstances. And if you
I'm
recall...
not interested in hearing another one of your smug stories about the time you won.
Do you think you'll be the first person dragged into a set to be married against her will?
When you marched into the throne room to tell me we won the Battle of Blackwater, do you remember? I was sitting on the Iron Throne with Tommen. I was about to give him essence of nightshade. That's how far I was willing to go when I thought someone awful had come to take my son away. Someone awful is coming to take him away.
No.
Joffrey is dead. Marcella's been sold like livestock, and now you want to ship me off to Highgarden and steal my boy, my last boy. Marjorie will dig her claws in, you will dig your claws in, and you'll fight over him like beasts until you rip him apart. I will burn our house to the ground before I let that happen.
And how will you do that?
I'll tell everyone the truth.
What truth would that be?
You don't know, do you? You never believed it. How is that possible? What am I saying? Of course it's possible. How can someone so consumed by the idea of his family have any conception what his actual family was doing? We were right there in front of you and you didn't see us. One look in the past 20 years. One real look at your own children and you would have known.
Known what?
Everything they say is true about Jamie and me.
No.
Your legacy is a lie.
No. I don't believe you.
Yes, you do.
Told him what?
You told her about us.
You told him.
I told him I won't marry Loras Tyrell. I told him I'm staying right here with Tommen.
Iron gentleman,
I have brought you.
this young my little,
He came from the sky.
you're sober.
Black one.
When she knows about Shania,
The winged shadow.
what is young my little?
He came from the sky and
Не пиши.
My girl. My little girl.
And now their watch is ended.
Did you love her? She loved you. She told you? No. All she ever talked about was killing you. That's how I know. She belongs in the north. The real north.
We're already here.
Jojen! Jojen! Look, Jojen, look!
They should probably stay in that cave. That's not good. Skeleton.
No! Hold on to me!
What is that?
Hold on.
Help them!
Hold on.
Those aren't White Walkers. Those aren't white. They're like skeletons. They're skeletons. Why does this remind me of Pirates of the Caribbean? That's not good. Just when I thought there could be no more monsters. Skeletons. Sharp objects. And hair. That's not creepy at all. Someone to the rescue!
Hold on!
It's getting good at that. Grandor.
Come with me, Brandon Stark. He is lost. Come with me or die with him.
Go with them.